Hello and welcome to Feely Finance. In today's video, I'll be discussing emergency funds and how large your emergency fund should be. First off, what is an emergency fund? Well, it's just a cash buffer that you hold in case of any unexpected life events. So that could be a significant car repair bill or a loss of job. This cash buffer just allows you to cover these expenses without having to panic too much. For example, if you lose your job, it gives you time to find a new one. I'll be discussing this from two different perspectives, from those who are still in work and also for those who are already retired. So let's get into it. For people who are still in work, the general consensus in the finance community is that you should have 3 to 6 months living expenses in your emergency fund. The rationale behind that is that it gives you a buffer in terms of time to replace your income or find a new job if you were to lose one. I personally would err on the side of caution, so I would have 6 months living expenses in cash because that will just give you extra peace of mind and gives you plenty of time to be able to find a new job if you were to lose your job. In terms of calculating your monthly expenses, let's say that you're currently spending $3,000 per month, but $1,000 of that is on discretionary spending such as entertainment. I would eliminate that from your budget. So I'd base the emergency fund on the $2,000 of necessary expenditure. So your emergency fund for 6 months will be $2,000 multiplied by 6, so that'll be $12,000. And that'll be what your emergency fund should be in that scenario. For those who are already in retirement, I recommend having significantly higher cash reserves. So the assumption I'm making here is that in retirement, you're going to be living off your investments, and most of your investments are going to be in the stock market. So in this case, I would recommend holding around 2 years worth of living expenses in cash. The rationale behind this is if you have significant cash reserves, you can ride out any downturns in the stock market. So an example would be during the COVID scandemic, there was a significant crash in the stock market, and even at the beginning of this year, there was a significant drop in the stock market. If you have decent cash reserves, you're not forced to sell. Whereas if you have no cash reserves, you're continually going to have to sell your investments to have an income to live off of. And you won't be able to ride out the downturns in the market. And by employing a strategy of having significant cash reserves, this should allow your portfolio to grow over time because you're not going to miss out on the gains due to forced sales in times of market downturns. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching.